What's up, guys? It's day 6. I don't really know what to talk about today, I'm not gonna lie. My back's been bothering me still, which is kind of cooked because I can't work out, which for me, just working out is such a staple and takes time out of my day when I'm a lot of the time feel like I'm doing nothing. So not being able to work out is so hard, I'm not gonna lie. But we continue on. Um, I don't know. I've been trying to focus on inspiring, and today I've got really nothing. I mean, there's so many different ways to go through life, and I feel like it's not positive to be negative all the time. That just came out so dumb, but it's pretty late, so my brain's not really working. But I feel like too often people are super negative, and that's a big struggle when it comes to building connections. Nobody wants to be your friend if you're negative. Think about that. If you ask your friend something, and they said let's say you ask your friend, do you like the shirt I'm wearing? And he says, no, bro, that shit's ugly. Who is gonna want to be your friend if you say some stupid shit like that? Yes, it can be nice to be honest with someone, but being negative all the time is so annoying. When you hear someone saying some shit, it's so annoying. You know? I used to do this a lot. Every time the Giants would go down, I'd be like, bro, we're cooked. The game's over. And they're like, bro, shut up. Everyone hates it. Literally, if you're going to say something negative, you're better off not saying anything at all. Because, what's even the point? You know? Just be positive, you know? I would say, how can you be more positive? Try and focus on very small things at first. This is my go-to answer for a lot of things, but be positive and find, you need to learn how to find the little things in life happy. You need to find value in the little things in life. Someone smiled at you today. That sounds so dumb, but as an example, you talked to your friends today, you threw around the football today. Those are things that you need to appreciate because you don't know when you're not going to be able to do those things anymore, you know? But also, once you can learn to appreciate the small things, you understand the value of life and the gift that we've been given, you know? I don't think it makes a lot of sense to not appreciate that because we have so many privileges that other people may not have, you know? You have to look at yourself and realize think about when you feel down and you feel depressed, think about the opportunities you've been given and that somebody else would kill to be in your position, you know? Every single person in the world has someone that they feel that way about, legitimately. So you can be oh, my life sucks, oh, I hate myself, but it's somebody feels the same way you do, and they believe that you are this person that you're putting on a pedestal. You could put someone on a pedestal and you could be I want to be like that person, or not that, that's not what I mean, or you feel you never amount to much, and it's putting yourself down is such a terrible thing to do as well. If you put yourself down, you're never gonna be anything. You're never gonna be positive. You're never gonna accomplish anything in life because you already don't believe that you're gonna do something. Also, going back to the first point of Hold on a second. Let me think. Okay, just again, we need to learn to appreciate what we have and understand, like, put yourself in other people's perspectives, in their shoes, and think about the opportunities and like things you've been given in life that other people may not have, you know? Because not appreciating those things is a disgrace in itself, you know? Like, whenever you think something bad and you're like, oh, I'm so ugly, or I'm so, that's all I can think about. I don't know. But like, whenever you, whenever you think something like super bad, it's like, those things often A, aren't true, but like B, thinking those things is like, why are you thinking? Like, you need to look at the deep root of the deep root of the issue and be like, what has caused me to believe these things? And you need to really assess yourself and what has brought you to this thinking like this. Was it a rough childhood? Was it some sort of trauma? And also, have you dealt with those issues? Like, when you don't deal with issues, they bottle up and they become out of control. Like, you will explode, not literally, obviously, but emotionally speaking, mentally, you will explode if you just bottle up your issues, and you will shut down, and then that's it. Like, you're not going to move on until you face these issues. It's just like, you need to face your demons head on, or they'll come back to haunt you. I feel like that's a common thing people say, but I mean, like, there's so many different ways to cope and deal with your problems, you know? I know this is like the go-to answer for everything, but exercising is definitely a good way to do that. Just like putting your anger into something. I know, like, that's so common when you get like, when you go through a breakup, everyone's like, bro, go to the gym. Or like, if you go to the gym already, it's like a crazy pre-workout because you're just like a freaking animal. But like, I feel like you kind of have to focus on dealing with your past, you know, because how are you gonna be happy about the future if you can't get over the past, you know? That's especially going for like, I don't know if you're like a situationship or like, I don't know, a relationship, anything, any sort of like you were dating, whatever, talking stage. You got to be able to push past these things because like at the end of the day, none of that shit really mattered. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't care about you, and that's fine. Somebody will care about you, but like that person didn't, you know? And you kind of got to take it how it is and like never avoid those feelings because again, one day it'll all hit you like a bus, and then you're just going to be feeling like shit, even worse than you already feel, you know? So I would say like, I don't even know where we've gotten at this point in the video, but I would say we have to just continue to do better, you know? There's so many things that we could be doing better, and just being positive is the most important thing, I think. All right. I don't know. This is gonna be a worse probably video and shorter just because my voice is so cooked. I don't even want to talk right now. So it's been real. I'll try and get better content out there because I don't really have any reason to be doing this, but yeah. All right. You know what time it is. Peace.